Hi, just a question for JJ. How good did it feel to finally, I'm way back here. How good did it finally feel to be back out there? And just how would you say, like, conditioning wise and everything that you felt?
Yeah, I mean, it felt great to be back out there. Obviously, it's been a while since I've been on the court, but my teammates have held it down while I was out, and everybody was excited for me to be back in, and I was just as excited. So, I really enjoyed the moment. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was great. My conditioning, I feel like I'm like at an 8 right now out of 10, so I'm in a good spot.
JJ, welcome back. One for you, Sandy, one for you. JJ, for you, was there anything that you felt like you're used to being able to do on the court that you weren't able to do tonight? And Sandy, for you, I'm just wondering, early on, was there a moment that JJ had where it was just sort of this reminder of, oh, she's back?
For me, no, not really. I think I could have done a little bit better job of like being more balanced in the post and like making my post moves. But other than that, everything else felt good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first play of the game. I mean, she got the 3, so that was nice. That's a JJ, classic JJ. But her ability to seal and really, the pressure that she gets in the post to seal and hold it and have balance and finish. We would have liked a few more, but she worked really hard.
JJ, for you, I think it was the last 3 you hit in the second half. It sort of broke the game open. I saw you were doing your best air guitar. Just take me through the choice behind, that celebration. And, was there a song in your mind that you were playing?
Nah, there wasn't really a song on my mind. I did it at the beginning of the game when we were doing our like starting lineup introductions to Sabrina because she won a 3-point contest, and then I don't know, it just came back to me after I hit that shot, and it just felt like a lot of fun, and I just decided to have fun with it and not be too uptight. So I'm happy I did it.
And Leo, for you, I'm just curious, what was there a moment for you when you realized, yeah, JJ's back? You could feel that.
First play of the game. It's that easy.
So stoic.
Hey, Coach. Here in the front. It was a big run to end the game after Indiana kind of was comfortable and efficient in the first half. Just what changed on the defensive end for you guys to come back like that?
Yeah, look, I didn't think we executed our scout very well at both ends of the floor. We didn't handle their pressure. We're on our back foot. It was more like, okay, if once we do that, let's just be a little bit smarter in how we want to play. But starting on the defensive end, we're having late pickups. We weren't at the point of the screen. Kelsey Mitchell, obviously, she had a great game. She's a hard guard, but we're getting things a little bit too easy. I think we picked up. We got a little bit more disruptive, a little bit more physical in our actions, and that created some turnovers, but also allowed us to get out and run. And then we started moving the ball. I mean, against a team that wants to pressure, you can't just try and keep it on one side or up high. We got a little bit smarter with how we played, and then we started to make shots and get on our front foot. And, once again, I went to that big lineup. It's my trusted big lineup. It never hasn't failed me yet. So, and that was good. It got us the momentum and back in the game.
And then for the players, to us, it seems like Izzy Harrison's gotten more comfortable since her addition here to New York. Just, to us, she looks comfortable. Like, have you seen the same thing? Like, what has changed with her on the court?
Yeah, I think she looks, like you said, extremely comfortable. I know for a fact, like coming into like our offense and like what we're running, sometimes it's really hard to like learn it, and so it takes a little bit of time. And you see the difference like with a player that's been in the system a while and like really understands like the expectations, the movements, like ways that they can affect the game. And I think you really see that with Izzy now, is that she's really feeling it and she understands what we're trying to do out there, and she's looking great.
Hey, Jonquel. Over her last 4 games, Leia is now averaging 15.8 points per game on 70% shooting.
Love the stats.
Statman Miles.
What have you seen from Leia's, especially offensive aggressiveness, these last couple of games?
Yeah, I think she's playing amazing, obviously, and we've been telling her to be aggressive, and that's what we need from her. And I feel like the choices that she makes, and obviously her basketball IQ is very high, so it's very rarely a time when she takes a bad shot or makes a poor decision. So we just need her to continue to just play her style of basketball, and we're going to continue to be great.
Hey, I also had a question for JJ. Sabrina hits a 3 to kind of cap a big run and emotes down the court, and you kind of embrace her. I just wanted to ask, when did you realize, maybe it was before you joined the team, just how competitive she is and in those moments, and how big a part of that competitiveness is a part of like her, her game and just her personality on the court?
I mean, I think I've known that she's a competitor, like with all the stuff that she's done in college, and obviously you have to be a competitor to be able to, be such an elite collegiate athlete. And she came into the league with a lot of expectations, and she's grown and she stepped into all of that, and she's really realizing her potential. So, I mean, getting on the team with her, I saw it firsthand. She wants to be great. She wants to do all the little things to help us win. And, I was talking to her before that fourth quarter, just letting her know, like she's going to be kind of like the nail in the coffin for them. And just like anytime she has the ball in the open court, I'm setting early screens to kind of get her open. And then she hits that first shot off a drag that, I said, and I'm just like, I told you. And then she hit the big three, and then I ran up to her, I'm like, I told you. So, just staying in her air and just understanding that, at different points in the games, it's all going to be, different people that we call upon, but just staying ready because your time is going to come. And when we're all flowing like that, we're a really hard team to stop.
On the note of Sabrina, Coach, what were you and Sabrina talking about when she was sitting on the bench for a little bit in the third and the fourth?
I just told her to stay ready. I was always going to go back to her. But at that stage, I just went with the players that were getting us back into the game. But she's one of the greats. This is one of our best players. And I know what she did in the fourth quarter is we've seen it time after time. So for her to come back in, and she made some really big plays to help us separate, and just a sign of a true professional. It doesn't matter what happens at the start and what happens. It's how you finish the game, and she finished very strong for us.
Hello all, congrats on the win. My question will be for Coach and Leo. When Jonquel is on the floor this season and plays at least 10 minutes, the Liberty is 8-0 with an average margin of victory of just under 20. So how does Jonquel...
Yeah.
So how does you've seen it when she's off the floor, but when Jonquel is on the floor, how does she best put the V in MVP from both the coaching and players' perspective?
Thank you for your time and insight.
Appreciate your time. Yeah, look, I think she's so, obviously she's big and strong, but she's so versatile, and you have to scout her. Now, inside, outside, it opens up the floor, but then you're bringing two to her and the post up, and she's a great passer as well too. It's just the gravitational pull that she brings in, and I mean, she can do everything. She can do everything for us at both ends of the floor, and that's why, we didn't play our best basketball when she was out. We found ways to, try and win as many games as we could, and then you add her back in, you just see the difference, how it helps us with our overall game.
I mean, Sandy said it all. JJ's a great player. Love to be on the floor with her. Everybody in this team loves it, and I'm just so happy for her to be back and be healthy, and for us to be bossy on the court again with me.
Hi, everybody. This one's for Sandy. After halftime, you guys were really able to sort of shut off the feverish drives going to the rim. Just how do you think the team was able to sort of like make that adjustment from the first half going into the second? Yeah,
look, I think it's doing our work earlier, playing a little bit more physical, staying true to our principles, which what we didn't do in the first half, communicating and being on the same page. And sometimes they drove in, we'd overhelp and create, but where it's just anticipation, you're inside to outside, our activity. I thought Stewie was great as a roamer. There as well, but they were reading off each other, and that's when we're at our best. We can't rely on our offense. We have to rely on our defense to create our offense, and that's when we're at our best.
We'll finish on Zoom with Sasha.
Sasha.
JJ, I got two questions for you. Right. First question, did you get that crab and rice when you came home?
Sure did. It was amazing, too. I had 2 plates.
A second question for you. Obviously, coming home, you didn't get to play in the All-Star game. You had your injuries. But how easy or difficult was it for you to go through that 9-game stretch without playing and coming back and just playing how you played tonight?
I mean, it was obviously difficult to, not be able to suit up. Just having to go through all of the rehab processes and stuff like that, and knowing that you weren't going to play. So there was, a little bit of ups and downs emotionally, I'm not going to lie. But, all my teammates were there for me and constantly talking to me and, just telling me to take my time and make sure that
I'm doing everything necessary to make sure I come back on the court and feel as close to 100% as possible. So they were there for me. So, but yeah, going home, it felt good to get a change of scene and to, take the coaches out there and to, show them the Bahamas, but also get some really good work in. And I think they really helped to allow me to come back in and kind of flow into everything seamlessly.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.